park, and it would provide shade for the people. They could just sit in there and do whatever they wanted to do while they spend their time outside. This would also, it would provide shade. This also provides sunlight, but then also when it rains, it would provide shelter so they could stay outside, but also be protected from the rain. I use the diagonal parts, so like if it rained, the water could run off and could be collected to use for something else.
Good thinking.
And I use the support beam to hold up the skylight.
Very, very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Since you're displaying high level, we're gonna grill it. I'm just joking. I don't want to speak about it yet until I take a look at it. I really like this. John, do you want to start?
Well, I was just going to say one thing, just because this is different. We haven't talked about it yet, and it's crucial. He's collecting rainwater for reuse.
Yes.
That's end of topic. That is huge. Just huge.
Yep.
This reminds me of, now I'm not going to speak to any of the sustainability. I'm not even going to speak to the function. Sometimes we just have to speak to the art.
Yes.
The aesthetic of this is really, really beautiful. I even like this pin and the
I was going to mention the pin.
This looks like something that I could find in Mocha or inside of the Bro Museum.
Wow.
Some type of, it looks like a sculpture. And sometimes architecture, you want that. I think what you've done right here is when you're talking about diagonal planes, you've got, and you'll see this in a lot of different pieces of architecture, you'll have you'll have one escalator. Does everybody know what an escalator is? You have one escalator running up to one level, and you'll have another one here crossing it. It is one of the most pleasing things to the human eye that you can do. And then you've got this.
Is that because of the diagonal?
It's because of the diagonal. It's these. You're running something that the eye just completely understands in the most basic form. So that's why a perfect square, a perfect rectangle, an X, a good triangle. And when you combine these pieces and lay them on top of each other, this really works, right? And you've got that going. And you can't perceive it as a human being because you're not up here, unless you're in a helicopter looking down to see the circle and the X like we are, because you would be in the space. But there's something about these circulation paths crossing each other, that movement, and that light that's coming in, the shadow that it gives. It's very, it's invigorating, okay? And it inspires kind of activity, which is also another thing that is kind of a new thing in architecture. It's called wellness, and it's about being wellness. It's kind of a part of sustainable as well as welfare design and equitable design, and it's about encouraging people to not just sit at their desk all day.
Active design.
It's about activity and making sure that people are being healthy, right? The health, safety, and welfare. So this encourages people to go, hey, no need for the elevator. Walk up that. Like, what is the perspective? How does that change when you walk up here and you look down and someone else is walking there? Or someone's on this level and you can see them, right? Or how does your perspective change to look outside from there or from there? So you can't see, I'm drawing that for them, but now do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's so many different vanishing points as well as...
very, very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah. But
Way to go.
yeah, very nice.
You guys did a great job.
Yeah, everybody.
Absolutely.
Everybody.
So don't move your